Well, Coach Jerry Kill is very familiar with an offense run by Bill Cubitt. You know that they're going to be aggressive and spread your perimeter. But what challenges do they present defensively?
Well, I think defensively it's all new to us because they're playing a 3-4 defense, and that's something they haven't done in the past. So, and we haven't seen, all spring or through camp and the first two games. So we got a huge challenge of assignment football and understanding what they're trying to do to us.
When you take inventory of a season ago, what are the greatest differences in growth you've seen in this year's squad?
Well, I think, more so than anything, I think is a trust factor that we're going to be here and our coaches are going to be here. I think there's been so much turnover. I think there was a little bit of lack of trust, but they've been under the same system for a year, and we have a lot of room to improve, but I think they understand a little more.
We've seen steady improvement in Marquise Gray's game. He's more comfortable throwing the ball. How do you get him going early?
Well, I think we got to do a good job, with our play selection and what he does well, and take what the defense gives us. But we definitely need to get a good start with him.
Well, we're looking forward to today's game. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Third member of our team is Stacy Paetz. Stacy, welcome to the telecast.
Wayne, thank you so much. Glad to be here. It's going to be a beautiful day of college football. When you think about head coaches in the college ranks, of course, you mentioned these gentlemen share common experiences, but what's rare is the spoken admiration and respect they have for each other. We all know the story of Jerry Kill last fall suffering from seizures. Bill Cubitt made one phone call to Jerry's secretary here at the football office, and he said, please tell Jerry Bill Cubitt loves him. It's that admiration that makes these two gentlemen very special. Bill even went on to say if his own son didn't coach alongside him, he'd want him to be with Jerry Kill.
Thank you very much, Stacy. Minnesota has won the toss and will receive these. What did you find out from the coaches at halftime?
Well, I spoke with both coaches. Jerry Kill said, listen, we brought in Max Shortell, who was terrific to step up in the absence of Gray. We're utilizing his talent, and he's clearly throwing the ball very well. He lifted the energy. Defensively, he said, I am not happy with the amount of running the Broncos have been able to do. And by the way, when you speak of the Broncos, Western Michigan head coach Bill Cubitt told me their DBs are not adjusting well enough to the passing style of Max Shortell, and he said they have to do a better job overall.
Carter to Wilson for a short gain, and it almost looked like the sidelines for Minnesota. He's on the bench. And Stacy Paetz, what can you tell us?
Well, seeing him here on the sidelines, that is a good indication he's not going to stay far away from his team for long, and they all rally around him even still. He's sitting there on the bench, of course, with his knee wrapped, his boot on the left foot. I am told by the team doctor, Pat Smith, that they're certainly looking closely at the knee and the ankle. Again, unconfirmed reports of that. They want to take a closer look after the game tonight. They'll release more information tomorrow. And Marquise is certainly happy to see what the sophomore's been able to do so far in his absence, but he is done for the day.
All right, thank you very much, Stacy. Marquise Gray in the walking boot. Shortell comes up short on that pass to A.J. Barker, who had the big second quarter and 3 touchdowns. And Stacy Paetz, he comes from a football family.
When you talk about A.J. Barker, of course, we know that he is a walk-on here in Minnesota, which is certainly an important thing to look at. And when you look at the success that he's had, this game and the rest of the season has been dedicated to his brother, a freshman who also walked on in the Big Ten. Ross walked on at Wisconsin, but recently had to quit because during his physical, they found a heart condition. He does have an abnormal heart, so he cannot play contact sports. A.J., the big brother, always looking at his younger brother, wanting to set an example, and has done that, continues to do that, and again will play this game the remainder of the season for his brother Ross.
Yeah, Ross said he's going to play Frisbee, and they haven't told him he can't do that, so he's going to do it until they say he can't do it. But he's an athlete.
We are back with you from Minnesota here on Big Ten Network. The Gophers on top, 28-17 here in the fourth quarter. Welcome back. I'm Stacy Paetz. In April, they lost one of their own here in Gopher Nation. Tinsley, Gary Tinsley, the linebacker here, passed away suddenly and continues to be honored by his teammates and the Minnesota community. There's a mural of him in the players' locker room on campus. In addition to T-shirts they wear under their jerseys that say underdog, which is how he referred to himself. They also each have a patch, GT51, on their jerseys. Some of the players, including Marquise Gray, even wear memorial wristbands with his favorite saying on it as well. At the end of the season, the team will represent and present an award in Tinsley's name. The Gary Tinsley Scholarship was recently created by the university, and currently an online auction is there to generate funds. Gary's impact continues to resonate here in Minnesota.
Indeed it does, Stacy. Runner was down before the fumble, but 9-yard gain at second down coming up for Minnesota.